What is going on, everyone? Rabid here with the Rabid Mining YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to profitably put your CPUs to work. And in doing so, we're going to be utilizing MoneroOcean. Now, if you are unfamiliar with MoneroOcean, it is essentially a network of all their mining pools across a whole bunch of different algorithms and coins. There are a few pools that they do have on Ethereum as well as Raven coin, and you can use for GPUs, but the majority of them are all based across CPU mineable coins. Now, your CPU does get benchmarked based on whatever CPU, and then based upon how your benchmarking does come out, it will pick the most profitable coin to mine on your CPU, or if you decide to use GPUs on your GPU on the coins that they do support, and pay you out in XMR. I used MoneroOcean myself previously for a very long time and really enjoyed it. I do believe it is one of the most profitable ways to mine on your CPU. That was up until Raptoreum did come and kind of take over the profitability charts, but MoneroOcean have added their own mining pool to Raptoreum, and then now it is part of their benchmarking, so Raptoreum is implemented into its profit switching algorithm. So a quick deal, how does it work? So it benchmarks your CPU, it takes all the prices, difficulties, and everything based on your hash rate, as well as all the information on the coin, and it throws your CPU and its hash rate at the coin that it thinks will be the most profitable. So example, if the price on Raptoreum, it drops and the difficulty is still going up, it might say, hey, you know what, Haven's more profitable for the next couple hours, we're going to mine it. So it'll throw you on a coin like Haven. So it's going to keep your profits maximized and then pay you out in XMR. Now, if you do want to put Raptoreum into a smart node and everything still, all you got to do is convert the XMR that you do get as payment and throw that into any other coin. So Raptoreum, for example, you convert it into Raptoreum and then you put that into a smart node, and you continue on making more Raptoreum per day than direct mining it. So let's show you how to use MoneroOcean. I will be going through how to set this up in Windows 10 as well as hiveos. But first up, here we are at the MoneroOcean dashboard. The website is MoneroOcean.stream. I will have a link to that in the description. But in the right-hand corner here, we're going to want to click on Help and then move over to Step 2, and that is Install Mining Software. We're just going to want to click on MoXMRig here. So I click on that, and that brings us over to the Mo fork of XMRig. So it does utilize XMRig. It has its own fork, and because of it, they can do their own dev fees and whatnot. So if you are unaware, the dev fee for the miner is 0%, and the pool fee with MoneroOcean is as well 0%. The latest version as of this video is XMRig 6.16.2, and again, Mo fork, we're going to use the Windows 64-bit version. So we're going to click on that. We're going to hit save. I already have one, but we're going to do all this from scratch just for, you know, video purposes. And as you can see, dangerous, it has blocked it, blah, blah. Any type of mining program, you will get this. So we're going to have to set a little, you know, security override. So we're going to make a new browser here, depending on your browser. I'm using Brave browser, which is the same as Chrome. We're going to click on settings here. We're going to have to go to privacy and security. And then we're going to look for something that says automatically, where are we at here? So security right there. And we're going to hit no protection. Yes, we turn it off. We're going to go back into here. Click again. Well, I guess we can discard that. Click again. Begin downloading. Yes, save it. Wait for it to finally do its thing here. Once it is done, we can go back in to our security, add our standard protection again, and then close it out, and we are all back to normal and we have it downloaded. So once you find the file, after it is downloaded, we got to extract it. So it's just a normal WinWare, WinZip, what type of file. So you don't need anything special here. Your default WinZip in Windows will work. So we're just going to extract this over. I'm just going to put it straight into my normal documents here. Okay, this is just for video purposes only, but we're doing it fresh so you guys can see it. So once that's done extracting, navigate to where you did extract it. Once you open up where you finally extracted it, the first thing I do, any type of miner, whether it's GPU or CPU mining, but majority of the time CPU mining favors it more, you're going to want to right click on your miner. We're going to have this run as admin, just so you don't forget to run as admin later on down the road. Just click this little box here, run as administrator, hit apply, and hit OK. This is all ready to roll to run as admin anytime you do run it now. Now to set up the pool and everything you do want to use, we're going to have to go to the config. Normal Notepad will work. You do not need Notepad++ or anything, but a lot of you guys do prefer that. You do need that for certain files, but when it comes to XMRig or the MO fork, it is not needed. Standard MO or standard Notepad will work. So once we open up the config, we are going to scroll down, and the only part we really do need here is your URL and your user address. So user address, this is your wallet. Now this is MoneroOcean. It pays you out no matter what you do mine, you get paid out in XMR. So you are going to need a Monero address. For this tutorial, I'm using Exodus wallet myself, and depending on your crypto, I really do enjoy this wallet. It's a great wallet. Always be careful, remember, and you can even link a Trezor to Exodus and get that cold storage security. So I really do enjoy Exodus, and if you do plan on using it yourself, then you can go out and get a Trezor and link it to this as well. So we're going to need Monero. You're going to find Monero here, click on it, hit receive, and this is your address. Going to copy that address. It is a fairly long address compared to Ethereum and other types of addresses you are used to. Then we're just going to come into here for your wallet address, delete that, and I just hit the wrong button. So we're going to delete that right here. Copy it in, and then we're going to need a period and our worker name. So for this, Rabid WS for the Rabid workstation. Now, Golf MoneroOcean.stream, you can leave this as is. It's all set to go. This will pick based on latency any of the stratums that it does have. Now, if you go to their website, you can see a list of their stratums, and you can choose a certain one if you want. Previously, before Raptoreum was into this, when they were testing it, it was only on the US stratum, but now Golf is implemented, RTM is implemented on all of them, so it's fully ready to go. So just running at golf.moneroocean.stream, and your difficulty is 10128. I'll kind of look at what the different difficulties mean in a second here. Here I am back on the website, and you can see in the frequently asked questions here under help, you can see the different pool addresses. So we got US, so USA West Coast, to USA East Coast. There's a Germany, a Finland, France, Japan, and a Singapore. And again, Golf will pick any one of these based on where you're at. Whatever it determines is the less latency server. So Golf is recommended, which is already there by default. Now here are the ports. Here you can see 1000.0.0.0.1. Once we get the hiveos, we'll see we will need to change the default port hiveos has, because it does use this 10001 here, and it is only for a 5 to 50 hash thing. So it is recommended in Windows. Default one is already 10128, which is a 2000 to 4000 hash average here, and that is the recommended difficulty. So again, once we get into Hive, I'll explain it more. But if you use a lower difficulty, or if you use too low of one on a higher rating CPU, you will experience a lot of rejected shares, and you will experience, if you get too many, you will be banned for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on that, if you shoot out too many rejected shares too fast. So once you get all that in, ready to go, all you do have to do is save that, close it out. Then we're going to double click on XMRig here. Bam, it should say yes, ready to roll. And this is when it does begin our actual benchmarking. Now, the first time you run this, it may say something like MSR mod in red is not applied or something. So you will have to actually reboot your computer and then restart it to apply the MSR mod. Now, if you've been mining other coins, it already has it. You may see something else like another program has initialized it based on whatever. So if you're previously mining with CPU Miner GR, it may already have that file loaded, and it's just going to use it, but everything is okay. So the only time you really have to reboot this is if you get a red MSR mod is not in use or something. You reboot your computer and it will work. So right now you can see we are benchmarking. It'll go through all the different stratum and algorithms, base it all upon your CPU, and then when it's actually done benchmarking, it'll figure out which is the most profitable coin to mine. It'll start mining it, and if, you know, as every time it does its update, if it sees something maybe more profitable, it'll switch to that coin. So it'll keep profit switching and pay you out in XMR and potentially give you the most amount that you can possibly make on your CPU. Now let's look at hiveos and how to set this up. So first things first, you are going to need to set up your wallet. So you're just going to click on wallets here. You're going to add your wallet, pick your coin. So we're going to go down to XMR. Your address, you're going to paste that in. Again, I was using Exodus wallet for this. Enter your name. So like video test here. We're going video test, no source, and we are creating our wallet under video test. We're going to go back into our farm. Click on our farm here. Now we're going to make our actual flight sheet. So in our flight sheet here, we're just going to find our coin. Just type in XMR. There we go. XMR wallet. We're going to use video test, the wallet we did just make. And then for pool, just type in MO. MoneroOcean should pop up now. And this is where we are going to have to change some things. So you can click on this, but then you're going to have to scroll down because we do want to change our port. We don't want 10001. As I explained earlier, that is the lowest difficulty. You will get a whole bunch of invalid shares right off the get-go and then essentially be banned for 5 or 10 minutes while you rework your flight sheet. So we are going to have to go 10128, I believe it is. We'll just go back to MoneroOcean just to confirm. So here you can see 10128 is our 2 to 4000. So 2 to 4 kilohash. If you want to use SSL connection, it is 20128. So just add a 2 in front of it instead of the 10128. So everything does look good. So now we just hit apply. We're going to have to pick our miner. We are using XM rig new, setup miner config, scroll down to miner fork. We are going to have to use the MO version. It is implemented in hiveos. A few months back when I made the video, we did have to run a custom miner. That is no longer the case. It does have the MO fork built right into hiveos, which makes it that much easier. Huge pages, just make sure you hit this because XMR does use huge pages. And then we're just going to click here, add all these extra command parameters. And that is it. You are up and running for your flight sheet. So you're going to hit your apply changes here. Now you're just going to enter a name. So again, video test MO. And I'm going to create my flight sheet. It is now created. And I'm going to go to a rig here and we're going to enable it. I'm in rig 1. Now I just click on flight sheet. Maybe I should back up a little bit. Make sure you click on your rig so you are in rig 1. So for me, rig 1, whatever you have yours named. So rig 1, flight sheet. Now this is the flight sheet for that specific rig. So we're going to scroll down until I do find right here, video test MO. I'm just going to hit the rocket ship. Now it doesn't matter. I already had one running as you've seen. You don't have to, unset it ahead of time. You can just go straight down, click it, and it will swap out to the new flight sheet instead of skipping that step right there. So right now we're on MoneroOcean mining away. So I'm just going to go to shell in the box. We're going to type in our username and password and then miner, and we're just going to make sure we are mining. So here you can see we are here. We are mining, and it is starting our benchmarking process. Now in Windows 10, it does save this all the time, and you don't have to re-benchmark it. You can if you want to re-benchmark, if you change some settings out, and then you can delete all the previous benchmarks and then just run it again. But in hiveos, it will re-benchmark every time you do restart your rig. It doesn't really save on its own, even though right here it is saying it's saving, but it doesn't. So every time you do restart in hiveos, it will re-benchmark, but it only takes, not very, very long, maybe 5-6 minutes, and then you are up and mining. So this will be profit switching for you in hiveos and potentially making the most amount your CPU can make. All right, guys, there we have it. You should be up and running in MoneroOcean right now, profit switching and potentially making the most that you can on your CPUs. Now, Rig 5 is green. He is pumped. He is ready to roll for this because he loves making crypto. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe button, bell notification to be notified for future videos. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you haven't, please comment, subscribe, and like this video, as well as check out one of these other videos if you have not seen it yet. I do try to stream every Saturday and Sunday, so stay tuned for more future content.